guys, it's Kelly and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a long overdue updated Nissan Pathfinder tour. The Nissan Pathfinder, in my opinion, is one of the most underrated family cars out there. This thing has so much to offer and we are gonna dive into it. If this is your first time joining me, hey, I'm Kelly and I'm the car mom. I review cars for moms and for families. I'm a mom of 4 and I'm a certified child passenger safety tech. Let's get started. Okay, so for this specific Pathfinder tour, we are going to be covering one, the Platinum trim level, the highest trim available. $52,000 is the MSRP on this. We're also going to be diving into all things 3 across. So I've done several other Pathfinder tours on different trim levels. This one we're going to hyper focus on Platinum and 3 across capabilities. So let's start with the exterior. Stunning. I don't think it's like the best looking of the Nissan lineup. I think this car is fresh, it's sporty, it is a little bit luxurious even. Like look at the front and look at these LED headlights. Goes into a nice big grille, nice Nissan logo. And then we come along to the side profile, and in this Platinum trim, we've got a lot of nice fit finishes. We have the black roof, which looks great, the black mirror caps, some upgraded wheels, the silver metallic paint, or the spark metallic paint, chrome detailing down there. Also, a really attractive back end in my opinion. I like how everything kind of squares off. We have our Pathfinder badging. Kind of would love to see them tuck that wiper blade up, maybe have this roof line just go out a little further to clean up the back end. But overall, I think it's a really stunning exterior. I think it's sporty. I think it's competitive with what else is out there. And I'm really excited to show you the interior. Okay, inside this Platinum trim, this cognac leather is just beautiful. Look, take a look at this door panel. Some nice contrasting here. We have some soft touch materials, some nice soft touch leather. There's a lot of panel glass in the car, and that's definitely gonna be one of my cons because I find this to just like not hold up well. It shows a lot of fingerprints. It makes the car look a little messier. I would honestly prefer just to be matte and look cleaner longer. It looks pretty while it's clean. It doesn't as soon as like your kids touch it. But nice side cubbies right here, really big, can fit a nice Stanley, another one. And then we come into all things infotainment. So why don't you come to the other side? Okay, so in the Platinum, we're gonna get heads up display. It projects things into the windshield, like how fast I'm going, who's calling, my navigation. It's a very nice feature that used to only be found in luxury cars, but now more and more of these mass market brands are bringing it on their higher trim. And I think it's a really nice touch. We're also gonna go into a full digital dash. So that's a huge upgrade for Nissan. It looks really nice. I think the steering wheel also has some nice elements to it. It's flattened at the bottom. It feels nice in the hands. Overall, pretty impressed. The infotainment system is probably like her Achilles heel in my opinion. I think it just looks a little outdated, especially compared to some of the competitors. Nissan has always had average infotainment systems. And I mean, this one's kind of the same. The screen itself is actually very small. I think this is only about a 9-inch screen. So if you think about other cars that we're seeing out there, like the Traverse with the curved display, like, you know, other cars that have the giant iPad screens, this does feel a little flat. Not necessarily a deal breaker, but just kind of would be an area for improvement. I do appreciate though the simplicity of some of it. So like I love how the volume and the tune knobs are just pulled out. You're not like fumbling through here. And I also like the separation of your climate control being down here, okay? I think that this really just allows for a more user-friendly car. If you have to dig through the infotainment system to turn on the air, that's frustrating. So everything's just nice and pulled out. It's very easy to use. You've got 3-zone climate control, so driver, passenger, second and third rows. Heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel on this Platinum trim level. And then we'll also go into our wireless charger, USB and USB-C. On the keys, we also have auto start. Keys look nice. 2 cup holders, auto hold, another one of my favorite features. Basically what this feature does is if you have it on whenever you're driving, and you come to a complete stop, if you take your foot off the brake, the car will kind of catch the brake, so the vehicle will be stopped, but you're not in park, and then all you have to do to release that is put your foot on the gas. It's kind of, you either love it or you hate it. I love it. I always have it turned on in my cars, and I especially love it for drive-throughs or traffic or like the school pickup line, because whenever you stop, you can take your foot off the brake. It's really nice. And here's just, if we could, before we move on, like that piano gloss black just all over it. I don't know if those fingerprints are picking up. It's just not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but moving on, we have a nice center console. We also have a panoramic sunroof on the Platinum. So it goes into both the first and the second row, lets in a lot of nice natural light. I appreciate the lighter headliner in this car as well. You know, I go back and forth with it. I think it definitely brings to the airy space, makes the car feel a little bit bigger. Over time though, when these are lighter, they can show more wear and tear, or like if your kids eat Cheetos in the car. not the best. Visibility-wise, the Pathfinder overall is just okay, especially by the time you add car seats in there. If you can look in that mirror, I mean, I have a car seat in the middle, or if I had someone in that middle seat, like that's really going to start affecting my visibility. And for them to not offer the rear view camera up here definitely feels like a miss, especially for this Platinum trim level, because you know this is an 8-passenger car. You're going to have passengers. So, and I even feel like without the car seats in here, it's just not the biggest. It's not the best visibility in a car, I will say that. Now, I think Nissan's crash prevention tech is actually pretty good, and they do a good job of prioritizing that on all trim levels, not just the highest. So you're gonna have your features like the blind spot cameras, you know, automatic emergency braking, things like that. So again, not necessarily a deal breaker, but I wish the visibility was better. I also wanted to show you, we do have the surround view camera and then a backup camera also. So anyway, that's what's going on up here. For the most part, it's a very comfortable car. The seats are plush, everything feels nice, but I'm really, really excited to get you back to the second and the third row, because that is where this Pathfinder really stands out. Okay, so let's talk about the second row. Now, here are the highs of the Pathfinder, and there's a lot of them. Bench seat available on all trims. Guys, this is the Platinum. This is cream of the crop, and we can get a bench seat. Not only can we get a bench seat, it's a decent one, okay? It's 3 across friendly. I'm not going to classify it as a 3 across machine, meaning a lot of car seat combinations aren't going to work. A lot of ages of kids might not work, but there are some combinations that will work in the Pathfinder for 3 across. So if you're interested in like getting a personalized fit for the Pathfinder with your kids, potentially some of your car seats, we offer a service called Chat CPST, which is when you will send us your information and we will send you back a 3 across recipe, and we have a money back guarantee. So if we cannot find a combination that fits your car with your kids, we will refund you for the price of the consultation. There'll be a link for that in the description box below. Okay, so in this combination though, we brought 3 Graco Slim Fit 3 LXs. This is my favorite car seat for 3 across combinations. It's a convertible car seat. We decided to do them 3 forward facing, but you could have absolutely done a rear forward facing combination. Everything fits. Now, as far as your car seat hardware is concerned, in the Nissan Pathfinder, it's a little different. In the second row bench, you have 5 lower anchors, okay? So you have 2 full sets, and then you have a 5th one. And the 5th one basically only allows you to install a car seat with latch in the middle. So it doesn't allow you to share lower anchors or add 3 car seats with latch back here. It just gives you the option to install a car seat with latch in the middle seat by using one of the outboard and one of the middle lower anchors. It's not my favorite feature. I think it's kind of just clickbaits families into thinking the car is more car seat friendly than it is. But it does have 5, just something kind of different. Lower anchors though, they need to come in sets of 2. If they don't come in sets of 2, they're just doing it for brownie points, not for actual functionality in my opinion. But as far as tether anchors in the second row bench, you have 3 across. And then we go back to the third row, we have 1 set of lower anchors behind the driver, and then we have 3 tether anchors across the bench as well. So it's actually overall pretty hardware heavy. Like, I appreciate the addition of 1 set in the third row. I appreciate all the tether anchor positions. It's better than several of its competitors. So let's talk about features back here, because it's loaded down is what it is. Ceiling vents, second and third row. Love to see it. Built-in sunshades, stunning. 2 door cup holders, plus cell phone cubby, plus more drinks. I mean, it is top-notch storage back here. I've got heated seats on this Platinum trim level, leather back pockets, and then we also have the car seat tilts. The Pathfinder is a 60-40 bench, so basically 60% of the bench is on those 2 seats, and then this makes up the 40%. But I do like that I was still able to, sorry, where's the button? I'm still able to access that car seat tilt even with a seat installed there. And then we have our third row access. And so if you're not familiar with what the car seat tilt is, if you look, I press that button and the seat kind of goes at an angle. Basically, if I had a car seat installed here with the lower anchors, I could still access the third row. It's a really good feature for bigger families who have kids in car seats but still need that third row access every single day. I love this. Okay, so the highs and the low of the third row. The second row is on tracks, okay? So that's really nice because it gives more flexibility to the second row or to the third row, whoever needs it more. So we have this second row pushed all the way back. And as you can see, like, I don't have a lot of leg room. So if you were needing to use this third row, you would absolutely have to move this up a little bit, but that's fine. The Pathfinder is a big car. It can accommodate that. As far as my headroom though, I feel pretty comfortable. I love that I have this good ventilation back here. Sometimes these manufacturers forget about the people riding in the third row. Not the Pathfinder, she's hooking me up. I've also got 2 cup holders in the third row and charging on both sides of the third row. So again, third row's not feeling bad. maybe a little tight on legroom. I mean, it's not the big, the Pathfinder isn't the biggest car of its class. I think it uses the space it has very well, but it's not as big as a Chevy Traverse, a Toyota Grand Highlander. It is a little bit smaller than those vehicles. We do have 3 seats back here. I would not say 3 people can fit back here. I think 2 people can fit back here comfortably. And then these headrests are a little bit weird. They're non-removable. They protrude. They're large. They're honestly comfortable for sitting here, but I would be wary about what car seats you're going to put here and just make sure that headrest interference isn't a problem with your specific car seat, because these are going to interfere is what they're going to do. Here we have our lower anchors that are there. And yeah. Another feature that I like is you can also exit the 3rd row. You have your car seat tilt button right there. So you would just click this, and then everything slides forward, and then you can hop out. Okay, and now we're gonna hop into the trunk space of the Pathfinder, power tailgate, and then here we go. So not the biggest trunk in its class, but the mats are nice. Also great storage underneath here. Look at that. You can take these out to make those compartments a little bit bigger. I think that's pretty cool, to be honest with you. And then of course you can also fold these seats flat. And this is one of the big benefits, you guys, to getting a bench seat, because you can do the 3 across, which the Pathfinder can accommodate. And then once you have this laid flat, now you've got so much trunk space. You still have room for your 3 kids. Like, this is really how you hack driving a smaller car, in my opinion. You get something that's 3 across friendly. You're selective with your car seat setup. And here you go. And now you don't have to drive an Expedition. Now you don't have to drive a minivan, and now you still have all this nice trunk space. But if you were out for like the captain chairs in this example, then you have to be more weary about putting the 3rd row down. And then, because one, you're gonna need the 3rd row if you've got 3 kids. And also it makes the car more dangerous. If I have captain's chairs, like if that middle seat wasn't there, and I go to the grocery store and get a bunch of groceries, well, now there's nothing protecting all the groceries from the entire cabin. So it's just kind of a more dangerous way to operate a car. So my advice to families is, if you don't think this is enough trunk space for your daily life, you need to get a bigger car, or you need to opt for the bench so you can safely do this. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap up this quick tour of the Nissan Pathfinder Platinum. Overall, I think this car is underrated. I think it offers a good car seat setup, good features, a good price point, and I think it's still stylish. So let me know in the comments below what you think of the Pathfinder, and I'll talk to you next time.